Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Boring Office. I am going to try to not do a rant. I'm going to suggest to you that, uh, well, number one, I worry about whether my microphone's working because I have one set of these earbuds where the microphone doesn't work and I don't know which one it is. I should have just thrown them away probably when I found out. Anyway, I've spent several days and many hours trying to figure out how to put my Excel spreadsheets and some text files on my desktop and run them from the desktop because my computer is so old and so infected that it does not like to have hardly any tabs open at all. So I started this project weeks ago. I signed up for Microsoft, paying them monthly, of course. Then, after a while, Microsoft came up with something called a protected view. I typically make my files in Google Docs or Google Spreadsheets, and then I download them to Microsoft onto the desktop. And there's so many things I do not know how to do, and so many things that I find too complicated to do that I have to do them in a very particular way. And I've been making up words lately, so I'll make up a word called circumlocutional. So the convoluted path that I have to take to get anything done is challenging. So I couldn't figure out how to make a new Microsoft spreadsheet from scratch. Didn't really want to do that anyway. I want there to be an origin story in my Google Docs and Google Spreadsheets. So this protected view thing came up. It was massively complicated and it blocked me from using whatever spreadsheets I had downloaded. So I said, oh, so I went back to using Google, but then that means the computer tabs are open and I think there might be some kind of a Google offline thing, but I don't know how to use that and I don't know what it is. So then I ran a test tonight. First of all, the next thing I did was I downloaded Firefox, Mozilla Firefox, because I used to use OpenOffice. I liked it. I found it simple. So tonight I ran a test, which took me hours because I made some samples of text files in PDF, RTF, plain text, OpenOffice, etc., to be able to run tests on all that to see if any of it will run on my desktop properly. Then I did all the spreadsheets, and there was only two. One was Excel, which you already know doesn't work if you create it in Google and then move it over to Microsoft. Comes up with this protective view nonsense. The only other choice was OpenOffice, so I downloaded that, and I just tried to open an OpenOffice spreadsheet on my desktop, and lo and behold, I got a very I don't know what. And I got so first I thought, okay, I'm gonna tape this. I'm gonna do a share screen thingy so they can see what the hell. Let me see if I can even make it do a share screen thing. Let's see. Huh. Okay, not really. Here we go. Maybe. I'm just going to do entire screen. I hope to God this thing works, but you never know. All right, so having done that, I'm going to go over to my desktop. This is what Firefox put up for me. When I tried to open the OTD ODT i.e. OpenOffice spreadsheet. Make Firefox your primary browser. I do not want to do that. Everybody wants to be the default browser, but all right, this is supposedly Firefox. Looks very nice. I used to like this thing. It's fine. It did this, but that doesn't mean it will open my file. All right, we're sorry. Firefox had a problem and crashed. We'll try to restore your tabs in Windows when it restarts. So I don't know. So I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to abandon this project temporarily. I don't know why Firefox is not working. So I still have to go back to using Google, which I like Google. It's just my computer's so old it won't do everything I want it to do online. So, all right. So then that's all that. So I'm going to go do something else. I am going to pause. Let's see. I'm going to cancel my entire screen view thingy. Try to do that. Then I'm going to pause this because I'm running some tests with Zoom that see whether or not if I do a video, like this, and then I press the pause button in Zoom, and then I do another video, press the pause button, leave it, for a while, and then take that whole thing and download it or let it upload to Zoom. When I open it up in a certain place in Zoom, it will sometimes have delineated each piece as a separate recording, which is something that, yes, I really would like it to do, because I could record more stuff. I could have guests come on kind of back to back, rapid fire, if I could trust that thing. So I've been running that test today. My finger's really messed up. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not trying to give you the finger. I'm trying to show you that my finger's way infected. All right, I am going to pause this, but given that I'm doing a lot of very boring clerical duties tonight, not marketing, not promoting the business particularly, I'm going to pause this, go to the next project, whatever one I do, and when I get it really going, I'll come back and do another video. I'm going to put this on pause. I wish I knew how long, what period of time Zoom needed for something to be on pause in order to delineate the next thing as a separate recording. And of course, I probably will never know. I just have to make a guess and test my different guesses. All right, folks. I love you guys. Really, I do. Seriously. And I'm a lot happier person than I seem. I'm starting to notice my presentation online. It's rather drab. I realize that, but whatever. That's life in the big city right now. All right, folks. Talk to you soon. This thing is going to be